Hello, my name is Bill Henricks. I'm a volunteer advocate. Today, I want to share with you some tips on reaching out to New York State elected officials. Now, to begin with, and this is very basic, you need to know who your representatives are in the Assembly and the Senate and where the district offices are located. To find this information, simply go to a search engine on your computer and type in, "Who is my New York State Senator?" Remember, you're looking for a member of the New York State Legislature, not a U.S. Senator. When I do this, I find that Jacob Ashby is the senator for the district where I live, and he has an office to East Greenwich. Similarly, I can ask who my representative is in the New York State Assembly, and I learn it's a man named Phil Steck. Both Assemblymember Steck and Senator Ashby have offices that are very close to where I live. Now, once a year, the Alzheimer Association asks volunteers to come to Albany, to the state capitol, to meet elected officials. And these visits are most effective if the advocate already has a relationship with the elected official and his or her staff. So, here are some tips on how to build those relationships. Begin in June, Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month. Stop by the offices of your state elected officials and drop off a few copies of the brochure with information about the helpline. In one or two sentences, state your connection to Alzheimer's or other dementia. Ask if any constituents ever call seeking guidance on how to cope with the disease. And let them know that the helpline is an invaluable resource for families impacted by the disease. Now, in September, make another visit. Drop off brief information gleaned from the annual Facts and Figures report published by the association. Debbie and Isaac can provide you with information. They might even be able to supply you with demographic specific information to the impact with Alzheimer's in each county in our state. Then, in December or January, we might want to stop by your elected official's office and drop off information on the work that is supported by the ALSTAT grant. ALSTAT. This is a New York State program funded by the New York State Department of Health. It provides community-based services and support for individuals with Alzheimer's disease or other dementia and for caregivers. Support for this program will be a major focus of our advocacy later on in the year. Finally, be open to speaking with your state officials when you're out and about in the community. For example, my pharmacist is also a member of the New York Assembly. Our paths cross the grocery store, at health fairs, at public events with other elected officials. You don't need to engage them in a lengthy conversation. Simply introduce yourself to an Alzheimer's volunteer and thank them for their support. Remember, each time you stop by the office of a member of the New York Senate or Assembly, and you use yourself to the staff, tell them about your connection to Alzheimer's disease. You might even want to ask them if they have a connection. If they do, invite them to share their story. Over the years, I have found that in almost half of the offices I visited, at least one staff member had a personal connection. These people will offer you invaluable support and encouragement. So, thank you for your advocacy. I hope you enjoy your visit to the elected official and your staff as much as I have over the years. Thank you.